What did the snake say to the mouse? He said, "Salutations," and then he ate him, because balance. Welcome back to Cave Colonization, episode 82. Alright, so we are right here today, next to Lone's big brick box. There's a bat right there, but he managed to unstuck himself before I could kill him. We're going to be building Arrow's build today, and Arrow has come up with another scuffed building, so this is going to be super fun. Let's get started. Arrow decided that he wanted to be special and not put walls in his build. Every wall is trapdoors, which is really cool because it's going to be a pain in the ass to build, totally. But thankfully, I have split his build into quite a few parts, so I should be able to build it relatively quickly. So here's the first wall. He uses mostly dark oak trapdoors, and then for windows he uses oak trapdoors because they have holes so you can see out of them. That's like the purpose of windows, you know. Oops, I just turned on caps lock. I guess one thing to mention is that my computer is doing the freeze thing again, despite the fact when I was building this rock earlier, like 3 minutes ago before I started recording, it was perfectly fine. So hopefully it sorts itself out. Is here a zombie? There is like plenty of holes under here, so I wouldn't be like that outrageously surprised if there's a zombie around. This really shouldn't take me that long because I split in so many parts. So like the part I'm looking at to build this right now, I already built the rock because I didn't want to spend forever doing that. But the part I'm looking at right now is like just these pillars and these trapdoors. That's it. Did I bring 2 dark oak planks? I didn't, but it did bring dark oak wood, so I can craft some and not have room. Get out of here, slime balls, you freaking There were very, very many slimes coming down here today. So I think these go along here. Looks decently right. And then some oak wood here. And I believe the window goes here. And then here. And then I have to mine this and put this like that, and then this like that. Okay, cool. So Arrow once again decided to make his build fairly complicated. It's not your typical house. It has a tower for some reason. That makes it almost as tall as Lone's build, and I had to mine out a lot more in the ceiling. Okay, these are actually... I was gonna say where are my oak, but I actually need oak. I just need dark oak. And then spruce to go on top to form the front wall. And then this is like all of the walls done. If I come over here and craft a few more polished black stone bricks. He used a lot of cracked ones. I honestly don't care enough to. Okay, we go up 2 and then cross like that. That. Cool. And it's a very weird floor. This oak probably doesn't need to be here, but it means that I don't have any leftover oak planks. So now we get to do a fun part, I guess. I'm gonna quickly place down 1 interior block. I did color code my shulker boxes again. Problem is I don't know which color refers to what, so that's cool. Starting with this wall, I believe everything for the tower is in here, and I'm gonna quickly place down something outside. So right here, there's a spruce log with 2 birch leaves, and this is the one exterior corner bush that Arrow supplied in his build, so that's awesome. Then over here with the wall view, so right here we have... Okay, we're just gonna run out of polished black stone. There's another slime. I mentioned slimes earlier. I don't know if I finished that sentence, but I was gonna say there's just like a bunch of slimes. Like I killed like 3 big ones and a medium one. So there was a lot of slimes. Now what I'm looking at is the tower bit, but it's completely removed from everything else. And then I use like magenta glazed terracotta because it is arrows to like point in the direction this is supposed to go. This is how this fits in. It goes right here or something. But I do need 1 deep slate bricks because that's part of the roof. This should not be here. It actually goes here because there's stone bricks that go here, and then on the outside there's cobblestone walls that go across like that. Everything else is a stone brick wall. Back inside, what I'm going to do is stack up. So we get stone bricks first, then andesite, and cobblestone, and stone bricks again. Then for this one, we have the 2 stone bricks, cobblestone, andesite, stone bricks. I probably don't need to be like 100% accurate with this, but I am going to be anyway, because I just am. That's my reason. So that's 1 wall done. I remember packing, yes, cobblestone stairs. So 1 goes here, and 1 goes here. Then I can also get out the ladders and use my last spruce trapdoor like so. On top of here, andesite first, then cobblestone, then andesite, and stone bricks. Next to it, we need cobblestone, andesite, wrong hotkey, cobblestone, cobblestone. You might be able to tell that this is the tower bit, and if you haven't been able to tell that, I don't know what to tell you. You might just be stupid, because this is the tall bit, right? I've been just building something that's tall, and this is wrong. On top of it should be another cobblestone, then andesite, then stone bricks, and another cobblestone. Okay, so I'm just like stupid and I wasn't putting in the last cobblestone or something. So the first block down for the next one is gonna be andesite. So let's see if I can like, oh, I think I can just place it there. Yeah, that works. And then stone brick, stone brick. If I can clutch on that block, which I can't. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I would be able to, you know, do that. But here's the tower done, pretty much. So then there's this last wall over here that needs to be done. So once we're breaking out my walls, and we get one of each this time, we get a stone bricks, a cobblestone, and an andesite, and another cobblestone for good measure. But then underneath that, we get a dark oak trapdoor and a spruce trapdoor, because I used my last one up there. Technically one does go up there, but it wasn't that one. I still have 2 choppers. Where did my extra choppers go? Oh wait, I'm literally about to place them down if I just give myself like 2 seconds more. Furnace, and then on top of the furnace, we get, place that there so I can put that. Can I pick that up, please? Yes, I actually can. Whoa. Okay, dropper. I can't place a cobblestone wall. I can't jump on it. It's taller than a block or something. And then a campfire. So at least we got a chimney up in here. So that's nice. We love these chimneys here on this channel. At least I do anyway. I don't know if you guys do, but like, hey, Charizard added one. Lone added a chimney. Hero added a chimney. Clearly the chimney fandom is alive and thriving. This is the walls done. So really quickly, I'm going to build the roof and I'll get back to you when that's done. All right, the roof is done. There's these 2 bats that have just been flying around incessantly for the past several minutes. Oh, one's dead. It's a bit of an interesting roof, especially around the back. Can't really see it. You know, I can just go up to the tower and show you. I think that'd be probably the better idea. It looks like this. Pretty interesting. I think what I'm going to do now is just build the tower. Alright, so the light blue one is the tower stuff, so we'll grab all of this. So this is the bottom layer of the tower. So then on all the corners we have this, and then there's a trap door like that. I don't really care which direction the trapdoor is facing, just as long as they're all like consistently facing the same direction. Like the gray lines on this is the same as the gray lines on that. That's all they really care about. We add these in. Is that correct? Yes, it is. And then this, and this, and this. Cool. And then the slabs. There's the outer ring. But now we can put in the walls. Literally, the walls are made out of walls. So, once again, I probably don't have to be exact, but I counted exactly the walls I need to be exact, so I'm going to be exact. Now this is a little bit difficult because I'm looking at it from the outside and I'm actually placing the walls from the inside, so it's kind of mirror, but thankfully I have enough brain cells to figure it out, I think. And also, I don't think anyone's likely to know that I built it wrong. Okay, so the side is over here, so then we get stone bricks. There was only like 1 andesite wall for most of it, and then we got up here, and then andesite walls became a lot more popular. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong side. That wasn't the back. You know what? I can just place them because they're walls. They're not full blocks. I can place them here. And that way, I don't have to use my brain. I can just follow the pattern, and that makes this a lot easier and a lot faster for me to do. Alright, I figured it out. I did underpack cobblestone walls, so I did need 1 more. The windows up here are light gray stained glass, so we can put that in. And then I'm gonna do the roof. I'm not gonna cut it out amazingly, because there's some interesting bits about it. Namely, some interesting block choices, and that's about it. So we have this initial layer. Oop, I don't want to put the shield on. Blocks too much of the screen. It makes for a bad viewing experience. Then we have this, and then the deep slate walls. And then a block like that. Oops. Please don't fall. It almost did. And then 2 blocks, a wall, and a chain. So this is why I had to go so high. I guess I didn't have to go that high, but I didn't want it to just be like 1 block from the ceiling. And then there's black stained glass on these walls to make the slope more gentle, but you can barely see them, so it's not really a point. And that's the tower roof. Then there are these fences just underneath all the stairs, so I can put those in. See, if I put that there, is it gonna be in the right spot? Ugh, it is. Sweet. Alright, so then that's the exterior roof done. So I guess, is this going to be the only build where I just should have do the exterior before the interior? No, it's not. I'm going to do the interior now. The interior of this build has both living quarters and a shop, as most of mine indeed do tend to do. So that's cool. So Arrow told me that this is like a lantern shop, right? Because he decided that my shop over there wasn't big enough to be able to supply all of the lanterns I use, because apparently I use a lot of lanterns, which is true. I will give him that. I do use quite a few lanterns. So then he made a lantern shop to help augment the ability of that store to meet the demand. And it looks like one of these is in the wrong spot. How have I screwed this up? Man, you know, you can call my builds boring all you want, but at least I can build them in a decent amount of time. And where's this last dark oak stripped log go so I can place it down? I'll just throw it, put it down, and then put it in there. Alright, anyway, and his corner bushes, he used composters for the base, and they're supposed to be like filled up and have like the bone meal thing there. But I didn't bring seeds to do that, so they won't be for this video, but I'll go back and fill them in later. Yes, lantern shop. He decided that my shop wouldn't be able to meet the demands, foolishly forgetting that Eric's Mining Essentials on the second floor also sells lanterns. So technically, there already was 2 lantern shops. Bet nobody saw that one coming. But anyway, there are lots of lanterns here in this shop. I'm putting them all in best as I can, working with the amount of inventory space I have, because I do not have a lot. Apparently, you know, I looked up there, saw that it was dark, and thought, oh, it's nighttime. But no, we're just in a cave. That's really all there is to it. I love being super unorganized. It's so awesome. We got a fence gate there. Then across here and there, hear a bat squeaking. We have another fence gate goes there. And then I guess instead of this being a slab, I'll just fill it in with dark oak, since that's what goes there anyway. And over here, dark oak. And then if I grab roof building kit, that's the wrong block. More dark oak, and make the ceiling actually look ceiling-y instead of like a mess. Okay, that's the first area. Though over here, I do need to put down soul lanterns so I can clear out inventory space by putting those down. And then there's another lantern here. Now, if I come over here, this is like where he makes them. So we got some item frames with some fire charges in them. I need to be careful. I don't want to accidentally use these, because they will kind of like set the whole building on fire. Well, not the whole building. A lot of it is stone, but the flammable bits will be set on fire because they're flammable. And when flammable materials are set on fire, they tend to burn. That is the point of flammable materials. We got some candles, which I'm guessing go inside the lantern to be like the part that is on fire, the flammable material, if you will. I'm looking for a crafting table, but I have one. It's just stacked. For some reason, his tool of choice is a stone axe. Not too sure what's going on there, but hey, whatever. If it works, it works. And then there's kind of a wall here that separates. So I can place the trapdoors on the lanterns. Cool. That makes that pretty easy. There's a wall there that separates that. And then there's 2 miscellaneous chains hanging. Okay, those aren't hanging. Those are actually facing straight out, but they hang there. And then to finish it all off, there's a bench there. And this is everything in the downstairs, I believe. I'm not going to check right now because my inventory is a mess and I can't be bothered. So I'll figure it out later if I have spare items. I mean, I do have 5 chests. So I think that's just a case of me making too many chests. Can grab everything in here. Oh, okay, well, we can't. I mean, we can try, but we're not going to succeed. So looking at here from the trapdoor view, I have a green bed, 2 carpet, a bedside table. Hey, at least I'm not narrating the block. I'm narrating what it's meant to be, but it's still not that good of commentary. Yeah, my commentary this video hasn't been too great. But hey, you know what? It's fine. All right, everyone, make your guesses on how many attempts this painting is going to take me, because it's a 1x1 and they take forever. Boom. That was not first try, contrary to what I would like. Nor second try. Nor third try. Nor 4th try, nor 5th, nor 6th, nor 7th, nor 8th, 9, 10. It only took me 10 tries to get the right painting. Awesome. I love that. I love that so much. Another corner bush, which... Bruh. Well, corner bush got eaten. I think it's time to leave. And I'm pretty sure that's everything for the interior. Not sure why I brought so many extra chests, but I did, and I don't need them. Alright, but let's speedrun some exterior decoration, because I'm pretty sure I've been going on for longer than I would like. So I guess it's finally time to put in some rails on these stairs. Now there's this trapdoor technique that he used. I personally am not really a fan of this technique, but whatever. I think he did the same thing with his other build. Then conveniently there's 3 under there that are going to be a pain in the ass to reach. Okay, not really. So then we need a heck ton of... Where are my fences? Here they are. A heck ton of fences. Okay. I mean, they don't go there anyway, but that wasn't supposed to happen. And then more dark oak trapdoors to go like this. And then I can use the lantern to place it down. OP strat. Did I actually accurately count the amount of dark oak trapdoors I would need for this build? That's kind of nuts. Where the hell am I? Alright, so the decoration is pretty simple, but hey, whatever. It's just mainly fence gates, not the crafting table. Fences, fence gates, and stairs, like that. I see you, big slime. Honestly, the nerve of these guys just keep on sliming and being big. They're sliming anyway. Why do they gotta slime so big, you know? Probably not. I don't think that's something people know. But we got a lantern here hanging from a chain for some reason. I'm not entirely... Oh, hello. Okay, he heard me calling him big, which is slang for fat. Well, not really slang, but, you know, another word. And he was understandably upset. Although, I don't know why he would be upset about the fact of him that's true. But he's dead now, so his opinion doesn't really matter. It never mattered, actually. Not in life, not in death. Can I place this here, please? No, not like that. Can you just, like, place where I want you to place, brother? Alright, I have one more fence. Bet it goes there. And boom, look at that. We're done. We just have a bunch of extra chests I didn't need. So that's Arrow's build. And I was planning on building something, but then I was really lazy and didn't, so there's nothing for me. In the next video, you'll see what I have built, and it'll just be like paths connecting them all, and maybe a fountain, maybe some other little extra things going on around here. But that's going to be the end of this video here. Hopefully Arrow has enjoyed me suffering while trying to recreate his monstrosity. But hey, at least it looks cool, even though it does blend in a little. So I'm going to say thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.